I really liked the worship. It was awesome. One of the main reasons I come, I love the worship and I love the family times and I love just the power of the whole experience.
My favorite part of camp was probably the sessions where everyone got together and just worshiped about God.
My favorite part has been worship because when you really just listen to the words in the songs, it just brings you closer to God.
I want to say the family time, just like because we're all there together and it's just like you're not judged at all and you're free and an open mind and open spirit. Just say what you need to say and get out whatever you need to get out.
My favorite part of camp is definitely the worship because with everyone singing together, from all the different kinds of backgrounds that people come from, when we worship together, we all come together and worship together, and it's really awesome doing that.
Today when we were going around, we were sharing our favorite memory about that person, or like Sarah went around, who's my group leader, she went around and said like encouraging things about us that she saw throughout the week, and then we did it with everyone else. So I thought that was inspiring because it was uplifting and everything. So.
This has been an incredible experience. I've never experienced anything like this before. This is my first summer camp bonanza as a child or an adult. So it's incredible to see complete focus on faith, worship music, support for each other, and even the events. You know, I'm kind of a big kid, so dodgeball and everything was awesome too.
My favorite part of camp has been the quiet times and just getting that moment to talk to God by yourself and have your own moment with Him with no one else around.
I'm definitely going to remember during my quiet times how I felt God with me and what I read in the Bible when I was doing my quiet times and the devotionals I did in the booklet that we got. I'm definitely going to remember those.
My favorite part of camp was like family time, you know, hanging out with Matthew. He was a really cool leader, he was a really good guy. We just did a rededication because when I was 5, I got saved, but I didn't really know if I put meaning into it. So we were just down at the beach talking about that.
If you have to go out of your comfort zone to do something for Jesus, just do it.
One thing I learned at camp was how to express my faith, how to show it out more to people.
I feel like I definitely need a daily devotion in my life. It's been a real big deal, quiet time and just everything that we've gotten to do, family time. I just feel like I need something like that in my everyday life, and just implementing something will definitely help me with my walk with God.
Making disciples, getting my cousin to come to church and get him to accept God and come to our youth group and see what it's all about.
Definitely being fearless with talking to others about my faith and trying to get them to understand and want to learn more about it.
Just give it all to Him. Like anything you have going on in your life, just give it to Him, because like He can answer everything. And I know like I want to finish strong, so like I'm going to be motivated to finish strong, and I'm going to do my devotions, do my quiet time, and pray to Him every day.
Barriers. There's a lot of things at home that stand in my way from doing things that I don't normally do and push them out of the way.
I had a workshop with Steve today, and I learned how to know that the Bible's true, and so I know that if anyone comes up to me with any questions, I'll be able to back up that with actual information.
My biggest takeaway from camp would be that I need to let go and let God have it, and to not be as anxious about telling other people how I feel about God, and that I need to just do it and He'll take care of the rest. Wednesday night during worship, I definitely felt like God was telling me to tell one of my friends to come to church, and he'd been putting me off for like forever. It'd been like 6 months, and he's just constantly putting me off, doesn't want to talk about it. So, you know, I'd let off, but God said, you know, you gotta go fix that. And so I did, and I call him, and he says, yeah, I know why you called. And so that was just amazing to see how God was working like that in my life as well as his.
Yesterday morning, whenever Matt took me on a walk, and he offered to he explained to me like what I'm supposed to do, like what I'm supposed to say to be saved, and I said it, and I was saved yesterday morning. So it's probably my favorite.
Well, just a bunch of people kept pulling me off to the side and talking to me about how I felt about it, and I honestly didn't know how I felt about it at the beginning of the week, but everybody kept talking to me, and then I just kept seeing the way that it was working for everybody, and I decided to pray, and I tried it, and I accepted Jesus and he accepted me.
I think the fact that one of our boys decided to give his life to Christ is probably the biggest moment you can have here.
Praying, because I wasn't very good at it and I couldn't pray before, and then Matthew Crum had me praying a lot, actually, not quite a lot, but he helped me get better at it, and now I could talk to God easier.
Probably that no matter how bad things get, you always have somebody that you can rely on and go to when you need them.
Honestly, I was on the fence of coming here, but I don't regret it. It's my best week of my life.
How so?
Just
I'd say this is the greatest experience. You learn so much. You learn about God. You learn about everything He does for you. And you just can't go wrong with this camp. It's just so much fun.
Just because all the memories and the people here are just very uplifting.
Because even if you don't believe in God like I didn't, then by the end of the week you might. And even if you don't change your mind, you still have a lot of fun and you hang out with a bunch of really great people.
You get a lot of good tips from the leaders, and you get a lot of good information and apply to your life. And there's a lot of good worship and good praising, and you get to have some awesome experiences with God and friends.
Because this is a growing experience for the adults as well as the kids, for me, a lot of this stuff, it's inspirational. I would say if anyone has an opportunity to go, I had a great time. I would definitely be back. And it's an experience that I think adults should have too, honestly. I think every adult that hasn't had that impact on their life as a kid should go to this to see the impact that it has, because it's applicable to everyone.
Well, if you're kind of new to the whole sort of thing, or heck, if you're a far off Christian, these things are really good to help you grow and in your walk with God, and it just helps a lot. And I definitely say you should go.
Because summer camp is awesome, okay? Summer camp is awesome, all right? And if you don't come, I'm gonna come and beat you up.
You need to come. It's worth all the work. I had to weed this garden and I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it, but you need to come because it's amazing. There's just so many great people and great activities to do.